Confidence. It's the cornerstone of success. Without it, the journey is full of doubt, hesitation, and missed opportunities. But with it, anything becomes possible. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by accident. They didn't rely on luck. They built their confidence step by step, action by action. And today, I'm going to share with you how you can do the same. But first, let me ask you, do you truly believe in yourself? Do you walk into a room and own it? Or do you second guess every decision you make? You see, building unstoppable confidence is not something you do overnight. It's not a light switch that you flip on and off. It's a process, a journey, and it starts with one fundamental truth. Confidence is built through action. Are you ready to build yours? Let's dive in. Confidence begins with one essential, irreplaceable thing: belief in yourself. Without it, everything else falls apart. You might have the skills, the talent, the knowledge, but none of it will matter unless you truly believe in your ability to use them. It's that deep inner trust in yourself that makes all the difference. And let me tell you, that belief can be developed. It's not something that is born within you, it's something you grow over time. Take a moment and reflect. Think of a time when you felt unstoppable, when you knew without a doubt that you could conquer whatever was in front of you. That is what self-belief feels like. And it's the key to unlocking everything else. But the truth is, many people go through life without fully believing in themselves. They are full of doubt, fear, and hesitation. And when you live in doubt, you hold yourself back. You second-guess every decision, question every move, and never truly act with confidence. Here's the thing, you are your own greatest asset. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence isn't something that comes from others. It's something that grows from within. You cannot wait for validation from the outside world. That's an endless cycle of needing reassurance. True confidence comes when you know that you are enough, just as you are. It's when you understand that your value is not dependent on external approval, but is intrinsic to who you are. I want to give you a simple truth. Confidence is a habit. It's a mindset you cultivate. It's a practice. And it's built on the small choices you make every single day. You won't wake up tomorrow and feel completely confident. It doesn't work that way. But you can begin today. Start with the simple act of choosing to believe in your own potential. Start with the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set your mind to, no matter where you are right now. That's the beginning of building unstoppable confidence. The next step is to focus on your inner dialogue. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The most important conversations you have are the ones you have with yourself. So what are you saying to yourself? Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough? Are you focused on your failures? Or are you speaking to yourself with encouragement, with the belief that you can grow, learn, and succeed? The words you say to yourself shape your reality. They shape how you view your capabilities and, more importantly, how you act on those beliefs. Start today by replacing negative self-talk with affirmations of your potential. Don't wait for others to tell you how good you are. Start telling yourself. Every morning, look in the mirror and remind yourself, I am capable. I am worthy of success. I have the ability to make my dreams come true. At first, it may feel awkward or even uncomfortable, but over time, these words will become a part of you. They will become a foundation upon which you can build. Remember, confidence isn't about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about trusting yourself enough to take action even when you don't have it all figured out. It's about believing that you can handle whatever comes your way and that you can learn and grow through every experience. When you build this belief in yourself, you will stop hesitating, stop doubting, and start moving forward. Now let's talk about failure for a moment. Many people allow failure to erode their confidence. They try something, and when it doesn't work out, they assume they are incapable or not good enough. But failure is not the enemy of confidence. In fact, it's often the path to success. The most successful people in the world are those who have failed many times. But they don't see failure as the end. They see it as a stepping stone. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, you need to change how you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as a lesson. Every failure holds a lesson that, once learned, will make you stronger and more capable. The more you embrace this mindset, the less fear you will have. You will begin to understand that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace as a natural part of the growth process. Start to welcome challenges as opportunities to build your confidence. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, every time you try something new, you are building your self-belief. And the more you believe in yourself, the more your confidence will grow. This is not a one-time effort. This is a journey. And the more you commit to this process, the more unstoppable you will become. Self-belief also means understanding that your potential is unlimited. You are not defined by where you are right now. Your past does not dictate your future. Whatever your circumstances are today, they do not determine what you are capable of tomorrow. The more you remind yourself of this, the more you can step into your greatness, no matter where you're starting from. Let me say this again. You are enough. Right now, in this moment, you are enough. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to have it all together. What you need is to believe that you are worthy of success, and that you have everything you need inside of you to achieve it. And finally, take responsibility for your own confidence. Don't wait for someone else to tell you that you're capable or worthy. Don't wait for validation from others. Take charge of your own belief in yourself. Believe in your potential, believe in your journey, and believe in the power of your actions. The more you do this, the more your confidence will rise, and the more unstoppable you will become. So today, take the first step. Begin building your foundation of confidence by choosing to believe in yourself, no matter where you are right now. Trust in your potential. Speak words of encouragement to yourself, and understand that your journey has just begun. The moment you embrace self-belief, everything changes. This is where your transformation begins. Confidence doesn't come from sitting around waiting for it to magically appear. No, it comes from taking action. You see, action is the key that unlocks everything. It's not enough to just believe in yourself. You must prove that belief through consistent, deliberate action. Success is not about grand gestures. It's about small, consistent steps that add up over time. Think about this. Every single action you take, no matter how small, builds your confidence. When you step forward, even when you don't feel completely ready, something powerful happens. You start to realize that you can handle challenges. You start to see that you are capable of more than you thought. And with each small step forward, your confidence grows. One of the biggest misconceptions about confidence is that you have to feel it before you take action. But here's the truth. Action breeds confidence. You don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, or the perfect plan. You take action, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you can navigate the unknown. And that, in turn, strengthens your confidence. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't wait for confidence to come to them. They created their confidence through consistent action. Whether it was learning a new skill, stepping into new opportunities, or facing fears head-on, they took action in spite of their doubts. They didn't wait for the fear to disappear. They moved forward anyway, and with each step, their confidence grew. Now you may be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I take action and it doesn't work out? Well, here's the thing. Failure is not the enemy. It's a lesson. Every time you fail, you learn something new. And every time you learn something, you get stronger. Confidence is built not by avoiding failure, but by embracing it and continuing to take action despite it. Take small steps, one at a time. If you try to do too much at once, it can be overwhelming. But when you focus on doing something, no matter how small, you begin to build momentum. This momentum becomes a powerful force that pushes you forward. It's the compound effect of action. What may seem insignificant today becomes a building block for your future success. Here's a practical example. Think about learning a new skill. At first, you might feel like you're not good enough or you'll never master it. But what if, instead of waiting for the perfect moment to begin, you took one small action today? Maybe it's just reading a few pages of a book, watching a tutorial, or practicing for 5 minutes. By doing that, you're taking the first step. And with each action, you're reinforcing the belief that you can learn, you can grow, and you can improve. This principle applies to everything in life. Whether it's working towards a promotion, building a business, or improving your health, consistent action is what creates confidence. You won't see immediate results, but the key is to keep going. The more you persist, the more you realize that you're capable of much more than you thought. Let's talk about consistency. It's the bedrock of progress. The most successful people aren't necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who show up day after day, no matter what. They don't let a bad day or a setback stop them. They understand that progress is built in the small, steady moments. It's in the daily effort that compounds over time. And that effort builds a foundation of confidence that cannot be shaken. And here's the beauty of it. As you continue taking action, you'll start to notice something incredible happening. The fear and doubt you once felt begin to fade. They get replaced with trust in yourself, with the knowledge that no matter what happens, you will move forward. Every time you step out of your comfort zone and take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Take a moment to think about a time when you took action, even when it felt uncomfortable or uncertain. Maybe it was a tough conversation, a difficult decision, or a new project you started. How did you feel afterward? Likely you felt a sense of accomplishment. And that feeling of accomplishment is a direct result of your action. It's proof that you can handle whatever comes your way. Now here's something to remember. Confidence doesn't require perfection. It just requires consistent effort. Even if you make mistakes along the way, even if things don't go as planned, you're still moving forward. Every action, even if it's imperfect, contributes to your growth. Every misstep is a lesson, and every lesson adds to your confidence. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small. Take action today. Tomorrow, take another step. And the next day, take another. Every step forward is a step towards building unstoppable confidence. The most important thing you can do today is take the first step. It doesn't have to be huge, but it has to be a step. It's time to stop waiting for confidence to show up and start creating it yourself. With every action, you'll build your confidence, your momentum, and your success. So take that first step. Your future self will thank you. Fear is something we all experience. It's natural. It's part of being human. The question isn't whether fear will show up in your life. It's how you respond when it does. Fear can either paralyze you, or it can propel you forward. And today we're going to talk about how to turn that fear, that self-doubt, into your greatest ally. Let me be clear, fear is not the enemy. It's a signal. It's a sign that you're stepping into new territory, that you're pushing the boundaries of what you've known. And when you face that fear head on, you learn something incredible about yourself. You realize that you are stronger, braver, and more capable than you ever thought possible. Think about it for a moment. Every time you've faced fear in your life, didn't you learn something new? Every time you stepped into the unknown, didn't you grow? Fear doesn't shrink when you avoid it. It shrinks when you confront it. The more you face fear with courage, the smaller it becomes. It's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. The more you face it, the less it controls you. So what is fear really? Fear is the anticipation of pain, discomfort, or failure. But here's the truth. The fear of failing is often worse than the failure itself. When you take that first step, when you push through the discomfort, you realize that failure isn't as catastrophic as you imagined. Failure is a lesson, not a death sentence. It's the feedback you need to adjust, to improve, and to continue forward. One of the most powerful things you can do is embrace fear. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. When you embrace fear, when you look it squarely in the face, you give yourself the chance to overcome it. Instead of avoiding uncomfortable situations, you walk straight into them, armed with the knowledge that you can handle whatever comes your way. Fear is a tool, not a roadblock. This doesn't mean you won't feel scared. Of course you will. But the difference is, you don't let it stop you. You don't let it define you. You don't let it control your actions. Instead, you use it as a source of strength. Every time you move past fear, you prove to yourself that you can handle more. And that's the key to unstoppable confidence. Let's talk about self-doubt for a moment. Self-doubt often appears right alongside fear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But self-doubt is just a shadow. It's not the truth. Your true potential is much bigger than the doubts in your mind. Self-doubt is nothing more than a temporary feeling, a fleeting thought. It's not reality. The key to overcoming self-doubt is to recognize it for what it is, a feeling, not a fact. Just because you feel doubt doesn't mean it's true. Just because you feel fear doesn't mean you should run from it. The more you face your doubts and move forward anyway, the smaller they become. Remember, confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is the ability to act in spite of fear. Every time you take action, even when you're scared, you build confidence. You show yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. You teach yourself that fear does not control you. You are in control. Fear, when faced head-on, becomes a source of fuel. It's the spark that lights the fire of action. It's the discomfort that pushes you to grow. Think about the last time you did something that scared you. Maybe it was giving a presentation, starting a new project, or taking a leap into the unknown. What did you learn? How did you grow? That's the power of fear. And here's something important. Your comfort zone is the enemy of growth. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, you must get comfortable with discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, in those moments when you feel fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When you push past those feelings, that's when the real growth happens. That's when you build strength. And that strength is the foundation of confidence. The more you face fear, the more you realize that the things you once feared aren't as intimidating as they seemed. The unknown becomes less scary when you're willing to step into it. And the more you step into it, the more confident you become. Fear is no longer a barrier. It's a stepping stone. It's the very thing that propels you to the next level. So let's recap. Fear is not your enemy. It's a guide. It's the spark that can ignite your growth. It's a signal that you're on the verge of something new, something powerful. The more you face it, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more confident you become. And with that confidence, there's nothing you can't do. As you move forward, remember, fear will always be there. But instead of avoiding it, embrace it. Use it as fuel. Let it propel you forward. Each time you do, you'll find that fear loses its grip on you. And confidence? Confidence will become a natural part of who you are. Because when you face fear head-on, you create unstoppable confidence. Confidence isn't about never failing. It's not about always having the perfect path, the perfect outcome, or the perfect success story. Confidence, real confidence, is about how you handle failure when it comes. It's about bouncing back, standing tall, and moving forward even when life knocks you down. Because I promise you, life will knock you down. But the real question is, how will you respond? Here's the truth. Setbacks are inevitable. No one goes through life without facing challenges. Everyone will experience disappointment, failure, and times when things don't go as planned. But here's the secret to building confidence through these setbacks. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover, to keep going, to find the strength to stand up and continue, even when it feels like the world is against you. You see, setbacks are not the end. They're not a sign that you're not cut out for success. They are part of the process. In fact, every setback is an opportunity. It's a chance to learn, to grow, and to build that much-needed resilience. If you can get back up, if you can keep moving forward, your confidence will soar. Every time you rise from a fall, you prove to yourself that you're capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. But resilience doesn't just happen automatically. It's built step by step over time. Every time you face a challenge and choose to keep going, you strengthen your resilience. It's like building muscle. The more you push yourself to stand up after a setback, the stronger you become. Confidence is built through resilience. It's the ability to keep your head high, to maintain your belief in yourself, and to press forward even when things seem bleak. Now, I know it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. But here's something important to understand. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Failure is not the enemy. It's the stepping stone to growth. Each setback is just a chapter in your journey, and it's your response to that setback that determines your future. One of the most important things you can do when facing setbacks is to maintain perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the emotions of the moment, the frustration, the disappointment, the doubt. But the key is to remember that setbacks are temporary. No moment, no situation, no failure lasts forever. This too shall pass. And as you navigate through these setbacks, you build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Here's another powerful truth. You don't fail because you've fallen down. You fail when you don't get back up. The people who are truly unstoppable are the ones who refuse to let a failure define them. They refuse to let a single setback stop them. They understand that life isn't about avoiding obstacles. It's about how you respond when they appear. And every time you respond with resilience, you reinforce your confidence. You've probably heard the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Well, there's a lot of truth in that. It's not that we want to face challenges or hardships, but we can choose how we handle them. The stronger your resilience, the greater your ability to face the hard times, the more you'll believe in your ability to overcome. And the more you believe in your ability to overcome, the more confidence you will have in every aspect of your life. Building resilience requires a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see them as lessons. Every setback is an opportunity to become better, smarter, and stronger. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you rise. Each time you rise, you become a little bit more confident in your own abilities. Sometimes, when things are tough, it's easy to forget how far you've come. But take a moment to reflect. Look back on the times when you thought you couldn't go on, but found a way. Think about the struggles you've already overcome. Every challenge you've faced in the past has made you stronger, and every challenge you face in the future will do the same. You are constantly becoming more resilient, more capable, and more confident. Resilience is the cornerstone of success. It's what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. It's the key to unlocking unstoppable confidence. Because when you can stand tall after a setback, when you can look failure in the eye and say, "You will not defeat me," you've already won. You've built the foundation of a mindset that cannot be broken. Remember, setbacks don't define you, they refine you. The real question is not how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. So when life knocks you down, and it will, stand tall. Keep going, keep believing in yourself. And let each setback fuel the fire of your resilience. With every setback you face, you build the confidence to conquer the next one. Resilience is the muscle that strengthens your belief in yourself. The more you work it, the stronger and more unstoppable you become. And with that unstoppable confidence, you can face anything life throws your way. Keep moving forward, keep rising, and never, ever forget that every setback is just a setup for your next great victory. The most important conversations you'll ever have are not with the people around you. They're with yourself. Think about that for a moment. What are you saying to yourself every day? What do those inner conversations sound like? Are they supportive? Are they encouraging? Or are they filled with doubt, criticism, and fear? Here's a truth I want you to remember. Your self-talk shapes your self-belief. It's not just about the words you say to others. It's about the words you say to yourself. Your inner dialogue is the foundation on which your confidence is built. If that voice inside your head is telling you you're not good enough, you're not capable, or you can't do it, then your confidence will remain weak. But when you start speaking to yourself like a winner, you begin to build unshakable confidence from the inside out. You see, confidence isn't just something that happens when you achieve external success. Confidence is rooted in your thoughts, your mindset, and the way you view yourself. The way you talk to yourself is the lens through which you see the world, and through which the world sees you. If you believe in yourself, if you speak to yourself as if success is inevitable, you will begin to act accordingly. You'll carry yourself differently, make better decisions, and approach life with a sense of certainty. But here's the kicker. Most people don't realize how much they're sabotaging their confidence through negative self-talk. Think about it. How many times have you said things to yourself like, "I can't do this. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough"? These thoughts might seem harmless, but over time, they erode your self-belief. They hold you back from reaching your full potential. The words you speak to yourself have the power to either build you up or tear you down. It's time to change the narrative. You have the power to choose the story you tell yourself. Instead of focusing on your weaknesses, start focusing on your strengths. Instead of thinking, "I can't," replace it with, "I am capable." Instead of saying, "This is too hard," say, "I am strong enough to handle this." The words you say to yourself shape your reality, and when you speak with conviction, when you speak as if success is inevitable, your mind begins to believe it. It all starts with awareness. The first step to changing your self-talk is to become aware of it. Start paying attention to the thoughts that run through your mind on a daily basis. Are they positive or negative? Are they empowering or disempowering? The more aware you become of your inner dialogue, the more control you'll have over it. You can't change what you're not aware of. But once you notice those negative, self-limiting thoughts, you can replace them with positive, empowering ones. The power of self-talk lies in repetition. Just like any skill, the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Speak to yourself like a winner. Say things like, "I am capable. I am worthy of success. I am in control of my destiny." And don't just say them once. Repeat them consistently, every day. The more you repeat these positive affirmations, the more they become a part of your identity. You are what you repeatedly tell yourself you are. If you tell yourself you're confident, you'll become confident. If you tell yourself you're a winner, you'll start acting like one. One powerful technique is to speak to yourself in the present tense. Don't talk about who you want to become. Talk about who you are now. Instead of saying, "I want to be confident," say, "I am confident." Instead of saying, "I will be successful," say, "I am successful." The more you affirm your identity in the present, the more you'll embody that identity. Your words have the power to shape your reality, and speaking to yourself like a winner will lead you to the success you seek. Another crucial element of positive self-talk is self-compassion. Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all. When you make a mistake or experience a setback, don't be harsh on yourself. Don't beat yourself up with negative thoughts. Instead, say, "It's okay, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'll do better next time." Self-compassion doesn't mean giving up or being complacent. It means being kind to yourself during the process of growth. Now let's talk about the voice inside your head that tells you you're not enough. That voice is lying to you. You are more than enough. You have everything inside you to create the life you want. The key is to stop listening to the negative chatter and start listening to the empowering voice within you. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, replace it with something positive. Every time you say, "I can't," replace it with, "I can." Your self-talk has the power to make you unstoppable. The beauty of positive self-talk is that it doesn't just change how you see yourself, it changes how you act. When you believe in yourself, when you speak to yourself like a winner, you start making decisions that align with your confidence. You take action, you step out of your comfort zone. You go after what you want because you know you're worthy of it. Confidence is not just a feeling, it's a way of being. So from today onward, speak to yourself like the winner you are. Change the narrative in your mind. Don't let negative thoughts control you. Instead, fill your mind with positive, empowering affirmations. Believe in your ability to succeed and take action with unwavering confidence. Because when you speak to yourself like a winner, you'll start living like one. And that's how you build unstoppable confidence, from the inside out. Remember, your self-talk is the foundation of everything. If you want to build confidence, start with the words you say to yourself. Speak like a winner, act like a winner, and you will become a winner. And when you do, you'll find that confidence isn't something you chase. It's something you create. As we come to the end of this journey together, let me remind you of something important. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you create, one thought, one action, and one step at a time. The power to become unstoppable is in your hands. It's in the way you speak to yourself, the actions you take, and the resilience you build in the face of adversity. Confidence isn't a destination, it's a journey. A journey that begins with a decision to believe in yourself, to face your fears, and to speak to yourself like the winner you are. So take a moment today. Reflect on the power of your self-talk. Reflect on the steps you've taken to build your confidence. And then take the next step. Continue to take action. Face your fears and speak to yourself like the powerful, confident person you are meant to be. Remember, the world is waiting for you to show up as the best version of yourself. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are unstoppable. Thank you for joining me today. I believe in you. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.